Hold up, hold up. Uh,
Showing us live. It just said
yeah.
live.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Intro. Hello.
How do?
What's up?
Another
Oh, there,
wonderful day in the life.
there you go. Okay. Couldn't hear myself, man. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Oh,
Always. Man, we're gonna have to meet like an hour, bro, so we can like get rid of all these technical noties or technical
yeah.
difficulties. There you go. But anyway,
Yeah, for
it's all
sure.
good. All right, man. So, all right, how's it be? How's it be? So you drove what 7 hours through a snowstorm?
7 hours from Wolf Creek Pass down in
Mm-hmm.
the southwest corner of Colorado, all the way until I got into Walsenburg at I-25.
Oh
Seven
wow.
hours of solid snow and ice and people driving off the side of the road. I didn't feel bad for that guy. He was following too close and speeding. He had it coming.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? I see that we have one watcher, but hey, yo, welcome to the Liberty or Death podcast. We are happy that Trigger joined the family, man.
Happy to
Yeah,
be
man.
here.
Yeah, no doubt. Very, very happy. I was like, is he gonna say yes? So I'm like, oh yeah, you said yes.
Sounds like a
Awesome.
marriage proposal.
Yeah, I know, right? Tell me about it. But it's not a contract.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, man. All right, so um let's get down to the meat and potatoes here. All right. All right, man. Uh, did you hear about Whoopi, bro? Like what she said about Trump.
I've heard about it, but I have not seen it.
Mm,
And it's anything that comes out of that woman's mouth, I know it's going to be straight trash. So
yeah, I
I
mean,
already
like,
know.
yeah, like how was the how is the freaking like I don't get it how the view is still on. I do not
Um,
understand that.
high donor money. That's all I can say. High donor money. Man, I can't talk.
Hey, welcome to the club. You got stuttering Josh. Hey, now you know I feel not joking. Yeah.
Let's drink some more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. So let's check this. Let's check this out real quick because when I heard about it, I heard about it on TikTok and they said, oh, Donald Trump said he was a dictator, and I was like, really? I'm like, get the heck out of
Dictator.
here.
A
Did he really say that?
dictator. Okay. So it happened while he was having a town hall with Sean Hannity over
Mm-hmm.
on Fox News. So he asked Sean Hannity. I was actually I haven't been a fan of Hannity for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and this is one of the reasons. He was actually pushing Donald Trump to admit that he wanted to be a dictator on day one. He said, "Are you going to get retribution to all these people for the things that they have done to you over the last almost 8 years now?" And he said on day one, this is what Trump said. He said on day one, I will be, I'll be dictator-ish
Mm-hmm.
because what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the border and I am going to drill, 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 drill. And Sean Hannity is pushing him to say, yeah, I'm going to be a dictator. I'm going to be a dictator. But that's not what Trump said, not
Mm.
at all. And you can actually find it on YouTube. The proof is out there. People need to get up there and look and watch it.
Yep. And this is um this is what Whoopi said, and we'll get to that. What Trump said. Whoopi's here she says that Whoopi begs for Liz Cheney to run third party to stop Trump. Like, check this out. Like, man, this girl, this woman's starting to look like the Predator, bro. Like, look at check it out.
Never making news. Never me, but I tell you, we probably don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we agree on the fact that we have a great deal of respect for the country, for our country, and how we want to see it run. Do you see yourself, and would you ever consider being the conduit to that third party? Because I don't know if the Republican Party, as we knew it, will survive this. Because if he ever gets in again, we'll never have any more elections. There will be no more. He will stop it. And he's very clear about that. He wants to be dictator for life. Okay? So I wonder, would you ever consider, please, would you? Please. Consider being that person?
I wouldn't even trust freaking Liz Cheney with a rifle anyway. Like father, like daughter, I guess. Probably. Oh my god.
Oh my god, these people are insane, dude.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sending you the link right now.
Okay.
That has the exact. I send it to your Instagram.
Okay.
So it has the exact footage of how the conversation took place.
Yes. Yep. I saw that. Actually saw that half of that interview, and also saw this. But you know what? Though, to be honest, I'm finding it very. I don't know if it's me. It's probably just me. But I'm starting to notice that it's hard to like find information. Well, it's not hard, but it's kind of like they're not making it easy to find this. They're not making it easy to find this information, because if you go to YouTube, which I actually did a couple, I think last week, I was able to find this video. What he said is the Sean Hannity interview. Now I'm only finding clips like chopped up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, where's it? No, I have to go through like 10 or 12, and then it's not even what it, it's everybody else's commentary. But yeah. But yeah, okay. Here's what he said, guys. That's what Trump said. I don't know if you hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, the Insider Edition one? Trigger, are you okay? Hello? I think, dude, something's going on, bro. What's up? They got him. Oh, slow internet. Hey, Trig, I can't. Anyway, all right. So, oh, it says, hello.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Let me remove the other one.
I don't know what happened. It just like everything went blank.
Oh shit! Oh dang!
Live TV.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
The oligarchs are after us. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, this is hold on, let me see. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this, but okay. Hold on.
Trump made the extraordinary vow. Donald Trump really said it. He'll be a dictator for a day if reelected. He says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one. Trump made the extraordinary vow at a town hall in Iowa, moderated by Fox News host Sean Hannity, who was attempting to quell fears that Trump would exact revenge on his political enemies.
You are promising America tonight you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one. The promise from Donald Trump to be a dictator. Trump's comments are sparking outrage today.
Stunning comments about a potential second term.
Think about it. If any other politician in American history were asked the question, are you going to be a dictator? No.
Can you
Fox
hear it?
News brushed it off as a joke.
He was joking about those dictator comments. What he did there is brilliant. He made it into a joke.
Despite the rumors, Trump will not be attending tonight's Republican primary debate in Alabama, sponsored by News Nation. It'll mark Megyn Kelly's return to the moderator's chair. She made a personal plea to Trump. This would be spectacular. Mr. President, you would be more than welcome, and we would love to have you. But no dice.
They cut it up. They cut it up. That's not at all what he said. He said on day one, I'm going to close the border and I'm going to drill. That I'm going to hold on a second. I got to find that myself because that ain't right.
Yeah. Also, I have it here too. Which also, also, I'm using also a lot. Okay.
Right,
Anyway,
here you go. Here you go.
all
Here
right,
you go.
what do you got?
If reelected,
He says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one.
Trump made the extraordinary.
Oh, it's the same one.
town hall in Iowa.
Oh, now they want to. Okay, I see. Okay, I see you, YouTube.
Yeah.
But anybody who's watching, they can look it up for themselves. They can find the information for themselves. Trump says, I am not out for retribution. The only retribution is getting him reelected. That's the only retribution. He has said it. You can find it. It's out there. He also said, on day one, I will close the border and I will drill. We're going to drill, baby, drill. That's what he's been saying. He never said, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a dictator. I'm going to take everybody down. I'm going to destroy the entire establishment. It's not what he said.
Mhm.
He said, day one, closing the border, opening up drilling. That's all he said.
And you're right, because here we go. Because I have that video with the ads. Here you go. Alpha brand.
Wants to be a dictator. You know, it's interesting. I did a show, Sean Hannity. Did you ever hear of him? He's a very nice man. And he said essentially, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? Tell me. I think he was trying to give me a nicer question than maybe you guys would. He meant it very well. I said, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. We're going to do two things. The border, we're going to make it so tight you can't get in unless you come in legally. And the other is energy. We're going to drill, baby, drill. After that, I'm not going to be a dictator. After that, I'm not going to be a dictator. So you weren't saying that if the press picks it up. So I said, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. They cut it. They go, I'm going to be a dictator. But they cut the rest of the sentence. No. I am not going to be a dictator. I'm going to manage like we did. We were so successful that the country was coming together. It was actually coming together and coming together well. It was a beautiful thing to see. And we're going to do that again.
Facts.
It's so easy to find right there. He clears it up for himself.
Yep. Exactly. And then, okay. Okay, guys, the audience. Unfortunately, I had the article saved in my computer. You know, I get ready for the show. Blah 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 blah. Yo, what's up, sweets? Oh, damn! I just saw that. What's up? So, Whoopi said something about if Trump is a dictator. It actually was a couple weeks ago. Trump's a dictator. He'll make the gays disappear and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, really?
Dude, I know a lot of gays. One lived up here in Denver. Now he lives down in Florida. He's probably one of the top gay MAGAs that you could think of. He's one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. His name is Anthony. A lot of people know him as Ant. And that dude is the gayest dude that you have ever met in your life, and he is Trump 100%. Mm-hmm. There is a guy called the Gay Anomaly. There's several people over on all the socials that are following me who are gay, and they are all for Trump. So why would they disappear?
Exactly.
I want these people to go after Whoopi. That's what I want to happen, because that's exactly what needs to happen. Gays are not going anywhere. They love Trump.
So if we have breaking news, E. Jean Carroll gets what, 83.3 million
83.3 million
for defamation? Are you dude, really? Oh my gosh.
All because he said that she was full of shit. He would never touch her. I wouldn't touch her either. I even
Hell
saw her
no.
younger pictures. I was like, nope, that ain't my thing.
Nah.
Nope.
Not even on the bet, bro. Not even on the bet.
Nope. Nope.
Oh,
That reminds me of several stories, but we're not going to get into that.
Hey, Sweets. It's okay because we were late too, bro. It's all good. But thank you for showing up, man.
Links and buttons were not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, man. I was like this, like you can tell. Just real quick, you can tell that they're scared. Like they're scared that he's gonna.
Absolutely, 100%.
He's gonna tear it up, man. He's scared.
100%. And I challenge people because they'll jump on over on X. I don't know how these people keep jumping up on my feed, but because I'm not even following them, but it's probably because I have made it a point to respond to their ignorant posts. A couple of them have blocked me, and I love that part. But yeah, it's if they were so confident in Biden beating the brakes off of Trump for a second time, they would not be doing all the things that they're doing to Trump. We know that.
Exactly.
That's not just an opinion, that is a fact.
Yep.
My opinions are usually rooted in fact. So they are terrified of him. You are 100% correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what, guys? I'm very thankful for this flag here because my in-laws gave me this flag for Christmas. I'm like,
Nice.
you know what? Good fight. Podcast episode background here, backdrop there. So
Absolutely.
but
I
I like to
eagle.
exactly. I like that though a lot, man.
I do too. It's
That's awesome.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, man. So all these scare tactics and all this BS. It's just I just I go sometimes I go live on TikTok and just for fun or whatever the case is, just to see. But it's just it's it's all like, dude. I'm like,
It has
it's
it has
killing my brain.
morphed into something else. I don't know what. Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I first started doing that, it was something amazing. There were some great people on there, and I imagine there's still a lot of great people on there, but it has morphed. And I don't know if it's full of rhinos. I don't know if it's full of leftists who are posing as Trump supporters and conservatives and MAGA. That infamous word that we can't use. Oh my God, because it's so incendiary. MAGA.
Yeah.
Hey, MAGA.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I'm not even all that active on there anymore just because of that issue. And it is what it is. And you got to grow with the times. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I found it here. Hold on. I'm like scrolling. Here we go. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. It's loading. Oh, you mofos! I see what you guys are doing. They're putting like McAfee McAfee security on there. And I'm like, I don't.
McAfee had terrible security. Too soon?
Yeah. Oh shit, dude! I'm serious. I have the article, bro. So it's dailymail.com UK, and it has it. And hold on, let me see if it'll do it again. These people are like, man, these suck, bro. Oh, here we go. Oh, now they're letting me. Okay, cool, awesome. That's good. All right. Here we go. So everybody can think that, stop thinking that we're blowing smoke up your anus.
Building your online business?
Hold on.
Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a
It's ours to lose. It is this country. This is what it's all about. Either you want it to work forward thinking, you want everybody to have the ability to say how they feel, what they want to move forward, or you don't.
We're
or
trying,
you want
Whoopi.
somebody who says, I'm going to be on day one, I'm going to be a dictator. Who says it to you, tells you, I'm going to put you people away. I'm going to take all the journalists. I'm going to take all the gay folks. I'm going to move you all around and disappear you. If that's the country you want, you know who to vote for.
And did you hear Joyce in the background? Well, the MAGA or somebody, well, the MAGA.
Oh, yeah. But when did he say that? When did he say any of that? I would love to see proof of when and where he said this. Because that's the thing with The View. They don't show their work. They throw out a bunch of little talking points, and I guess their conspiracy theories, is if you want to call them that, but they never back it up, and nobody ever forces them to back it up. I have a guy on X right now because I had the opportunity. It blew my mind. Simone Mangiante Papadopoulos. You know who that is, right?
No, I do.
George Papadopoulos' wife, or soon to be ex-wife. I believe I read somewhere that they had filed for divorce. Could be wrong, might be different. I don't know. The interwebs. But she had done an interview with Dan Ball regarding everything with the Biden crime family and Ukraine, all that nonsense that we've been listening to for the last 4 years, right? She presented the proof of it. This guy jumps on there, a troll, and says that he's asking her. He's like, "Hey, is that Farah case still open? F-A-R-A." And I said, I was very respectful. I was like, "Hey, you know what? I would love for you to tell me where you found this information, because I searched everywhere for 2 days in my hotel room down in Durango and cannot find this information. Can you please enlighten me? Give me a link, share something with me." It's been 3 days. I have not heard from this guy. He's another guy, just a troll of the world. Not just a troll over on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or whatever the case may be. He's a troll of the world. And he cannot present his findings. Still hasn't done it yet. You know, you think somebody who's that passionate to say, "Oh yeah, you've got a Farrah case going on against you," would be happy to share their information. Haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it to this day. Kind of sad. But what can you do? I
Yeah,
expect
exactly.
nothing else. I expect nothing less from the left.
Yep. And when I've seen it before. Trigger's is a beast, man. He's a monster. He'll come up with like what? Like stuff that'll blow your mind. It's like we were talking backstage. I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yes.
holy crap.
Yes. We're gonna fill them in on that. We're gonna
heck
fill
yeah.
we're gonna fill the people in on that.
All right. Well, this is a segue. So, do you guys remember that speech? That Donald Trump was so-called inciting. I guess I can look it up, but I'll look it up. Let me check it out. But saying that, oh, go into the Capitol and blah blah blah, be all this and stuff, which he really didn't say, because we ended up finding that it was edited. And I remember that when I was on TikTok, and that was my post, and I posted it, and got all crazy, whatever. But anyway, that was back in the days, last couple years ago.
It seems like a decade ago, doesn't it?
It does, dude. It does.
Oh man, we were
So,
beasts.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, it's that and for the speed. See, look at watch. They cut this out too. Watch. You're gonna trip out. This is what I mean. Can you hear it?
I do not hear anything.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Some of them.
There we go.
Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
See, hold on. Let me see here real quick. It says,
Front
it says Trump encourages those at his rally to march down the Capitol.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Cut. Cue the insurrection. Cut. Ah! Flag on the play. I mean, that's part of it, but I mean, he says peacefully protest.
Yep.
So,
Walk down peacefully. And he also said on Twitter, when it was Twitter at the time, he said, we need to stay peaceful. I'm asking everybody to stay peaceful. Go home. Let's get some rest. We will begin this fight tomorrow. He didn't say, go storm the Capitol. No. That was a certain old man that everybody has figured out was a Fed.
Mm-hmm.
And
so go
all
ahead.
he got was probation. All he got was probation.
Thank you.
Well, there are people who were convicted of trespassing who have spent the last 3 years in the DC gulag, being thrown into solitary confinement. Joe Biggs used to be on InfoWars and has done a lot of other work. He was taken from his daughter and given decades in prison for trespassing.
Wow.
Not for insurrection.
Wow.
Nobody caused insurrections. Nobody.
Wow.
I don't care what they say. And the 14th Amendment and all the information that we found is going to prove that.
Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and discuss what the main title, the 14th Amendment. We're not well, I speak for myself. I'm not a constitutional scholar or whatever the case is. I just can read in between the lines, you know what I mean? So and read it for what it is and use my own critical thinking skills. So anyway, we're going to look at the 14th Amendment, and here we go. Well, we'll go with the article because I believe your article that you sent me, Trig, it has a 14th Amendment on it, right?
Yes, it does. It
Okay.
points out exactly. But first, before we do that,
okay,
let's get into exactly what the overview of disqualification is.
Okay.
So, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. That is the amendment that gave blacks their freedom. That freed the slaves. Okay? All right. So, let's continue. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction. Now, that has everything to do with due process within the 14th Amendment. Everything that is in that Section 1 of the 14th Amendment is being destroyed.
Yes.
Donald Trump's 14th Amendment is being destroyed. They want to talk about the disqualification. They're putting this up as the disqualification clause. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, if you think about it, continue to read on. Okay. The right to remove disabilities imposed by the section was exercised by Congress at different times on behalf of enumerated individuals in 1872. Have you ever seen that movie, The Free State of Jones?
No.
You have not. You need to see that movie. It has Matthew McConaughey. It's over on Prime right now. I don't know if you got Prime, but it's a
Yeah.
great movie.
Okay.
Great movie. That has everything to do with the 14th Amendment was ratified, voted on, and passed as an amendment to the Constitution of the United States,
Mhm.
giving slaves their freedom. They were free to vote. They were free to own property. They were promised 40 acres of land and a mule so that they could become productive citizens of the United States. And now this amendment is being used against Donald Trump because he has owned them, right? So,
Yep.
what we need to get into, when you first open Section 3, the disqualification and holding office, no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector, not elected,
Mhm.
elector of president and vice president, or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature. Now, I'm reading that slow because I want people to soak it in,
Mhm.
because everybody's watching the news, they're watching the media, and they're not getting the full story. Okay.
Correct.
Now, or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. That last section right there is what makes it's not up to the courts. If they want to use the 14th Amendment, taking down Donald Trump, it is no longer up to the courts, it is up to the Congress. There has to be a 2/3 vote within the Congress to disqualify Donald Trump. When Donald Trump was disqualified here in Colorado, they put an immediate stay on his disqualification. And that stay was up until January 4th, because they knew that Donald Trump would file an appeal with the United States Supreme Court, the SCOTUS. Okay.
Mhm.
So what that did was effectively push out the stay beyond January 4th. Would you like to know what happened on January 5th, 2024, here in the state of Colorado?
What?
Primary ballots were printed and ready to be mailed out. I will receive my primary ballot within the next couple of weeks. I'm not kidding. It is legit. Because the Colorado Supreme Court knew that they could not keep Donald Trump off of the ballot, because it's not up to the courts, it is up to Congress. And Congress is not going to vote on it. Even though we have a very slim majority, they're not going to get a 2/3 vote to disqualify Trump from any ballot. As you have seen, he has dominated in Iowa and in New Hampshire. He's going to dominate this entire primary. He's going to dominate this entire election. Now, there is confusion. A lot of people believe that the president, being the commander-in-chief, is also an officer, but he's
Mhm.
not. Remember what you found about the oath? Tell the people what you found about the oath.
Oh yeah. What I found out about the oath was okay. This is this constitutional law professor. His name is Josh Blackman, and for you guys out there, he's a white dude. Sorry. But he brings up it. He brings up. Oh shit. That's not a racist comment though, guys. Come on now.
Hey, you're a black man, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I just want to verify that you can say
Yes.
whatever you want to. That's allowed. All right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
Oh,
want to
thank
make
you.
that clear. You're
Thank you,
allowed
sir.
to say it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So it, anyway, this guy Josh Blackman was like saying basically that to prove that okay, so we know that we all know, and whoever liberals or whatever, we all know that President Trump was no congressman, no senator, nothing. He was a straight up civilian, no officer of the military, nothing, right? We all
Mhm.
know that, right?
Right.
So, okay. So the only thing that they said that he said that they can, if SCOTUS comes to an agreement that, oh, if this, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If SCOTUS can find out, okay, okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Okay, so basically, they have to figure out, SCOTUS has to figure out, or come to an agreement, or whatever the case is, if Trump is actually an officer of the United States. If the presidency is actually titled the officer of the United States. And I'm sorry, an officer of the United States.
Mhm.
So basically that's what he states here. And he actually has a decent argument. You know what I'm saying? Because um here we go. Here it says a person who having previously taken, oh, okay, well, I'm going, okay, it says here, and you guys are going to trip out because this is what I was telling Trigger, guys backstage, is that Chief Justice Roberts from the Supreme Court stated himself, because there's a recent Supreme Court opinion discussing the scope of the Constitution, officers of the United States language, and free enter fund v pub co accounting. Am I sharing the tab? This tab here. Sorry, so I'm not joshing you. 2010 Chief Justice Roberts observed that the people who do not vote for the people do not vote for the officers of the United States. Rather, officers of the United States are appointed exclusively pursuant to Article 2, Section 2 procedures. It follows that the president, who is an elected official, is not an officer of the United States.
Mhm.
And there's more. There is more. Um, it's United States versus Murat. Um, Justice Samuel Miller interpreted a statute that used the phrase officers of the United States. He wrote, unless a person in the service of the government therefore holds his place by virtue of an appointment by the president or of one of the courts of justice or heads of department authorized by law to make such an appointment, he is not strictly speaking an officer of the United States. Justice Miller opinion, drafted 2 decades after the 14th Amendment ratification, which from 1868 to what, 1788, I believe. Yeah, yeah, that's 17. It was ratified from 1868. From 1868 to they ratified it in 1788. It was
Mhm.
ratified. That's when it was
Mhm.
ratified in 1788. So basically they're all saying here, and there's cases after cases, that the president is not an officer of the United States. Hello? Hello? Is anybody here?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, really. So why is Trump being charged with insurrection?
He
Or
shouldn't be. He
yeah,
shouldn't be. For one, actually, let's back that up. He hasn't even been charged with
thank you.
insurrection.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's not one court case going on that has anything to do with insurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Not one. Anybody can back that up. Under the appointments clause, the president can appoint ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls,
Mm-hmm.
judges of the Supreme Court, and all other officers of the United States.
Yes.
The appointments clause defines who are the officers of the United States. All the enumerated positions are appointed. Moreover, these positions must be established by law that is created by statute, which is why when a Supreme Court justice is selected to go to the Supreme Court, he has to go, or he or she, I should say, I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
has to go before the Senate. They have to get confirmed.
Yep.
This is the law. So the president doesn't get confirmed by anything other than the Electoral College. The people cast their vote. The Electoral College casts its vote
Mm-hmm.
and says, here you go. Bye. You have a new president. Have a great night.
Right.
Good luck to you. I don't care who you pick. Good luck to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look up Lawfare Media, you can find all of the information on this. Lawfaremedia.org. Everybody write that down. Lawfaremedia.org.
Mm-hmm.
And you can learn so much about all of that. So I lost my train of thought here. I apologize.
No, it's all good, bro. Because I actually have that article out. It says what Justice Scalia's thought about whether presidents are officers of the United States.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell them what you told me in backstage, Trigger. If you can.
Which part?
I was gonna say if you can remember, but I didn't want to say that because I'm like, oh no. But yeah, about Scalia, how they how it's said here in 2014. Go ahead.
Look at that. 2014, a concurrence and a short letter elaborating on it. Scalia, who died before Donald Trump was even president.
Mm-hmm.
Scalia said that the president was an officer of the United States, but people have since in this lawfare.org, they break it down and they prove why Scalia was wrong about that. Because officers are appointed. They are not elected. A president, a lot of people believe that a president is an officer because he's the commander-in-chief. Yes. Right?
Yep.
He was not appointed. He did not go through the Senate for confirmation. He went through the RNC, the Republican National Committee, talking about Donald Trump. Okay, let's talk about Joe Biden. He also went to the Democrat National Convention. They each had to take various steps to become the nominee. Mm-hmm. As you see, what took place in Iowa and what took place in New Hampshire, Donald Trump is dominating the primary right now. He owned the caucus. He owned the primary. Next, he's going to go to Nevada, which it's kind of confusing because they have a primary and a caucus. Nikki Haley is in the primary, not on the caucus. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump is not on the primary. He's in the caucus. But the caucus is the one who awards the delegates of Nevada. So for Trump, Nevada is already in the bag because she's not participating in the Nevada caucus, just the primary. So you're not going through confirmation other than the people saying, you're our guy, you're who I want. Now, when any officer is being appointed, an ambassador, a Supreme Court justice, when they are being appointed, like the judge says, President Trump selects Amy Coney Barrett for the Supreme Court. She had to go before the Senate, answer a bunch of ridiculous questions, and then she was confirmed as a Supreme Court justice.
Right.
The same thing does not happen with the president. He does not go before the Senate and be confirmed.
Yeah.
He is not an officer of the United States under the Constitution.
Yes.
So how can you hold this man under insurrection?
Yes.
Now, remember that article that you were showing me earlier?
Oh yeah, yeah. Here it says it's actually on uscode.house.gov, and it says a rebellion or insurrection. Whoever incites, sets on foot, assists, or engage in any rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States of the laws thereof, or gives aid or comfort to, shall be fined under the title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States.
Read that one more time.
Whoever incites, sets on foot, assists, or engage in any rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States or the laws thereof, or gives aid or comfort to, therefore to, shall be fined under the title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States.
Back up to authority.
Assist or engages in any rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States. Where are you going with this?
Where I'm going with this, who was the authority when the events of January 6, 2021 took place?
Trump.
Trump. Biden had not been sworn in yet when all of the events of January 6 took place. I will never call that an insurrection. And the reason I will never call that an insurrection is because of the Second Amendment and the Bill of Rights. I lost my light.
Man, you're just passionate, man. You're just passionate. Energy, like blowing out and stuff.
The authority. Hold on a second. Wait. Guys, you need to see my face on this one.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Man, live TV is tough, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. The authority at that time, rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States. Joe Biden had not been sworn in as president of the United States at the time of the events of January 6th. They put a stop to everything, and everybody was removed from the halls of Congress, and they were sent down to their offices. They were sent to bunkers, wherever they were sent. The authority was Donald Trump. It was not Joe Biden. So under the rebellion and insurrection clause, whoever incites, sets on foot, assists, or engage in any rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States, the authority was Donald Trump. Why would he engage in insurrection against himself? That right there is what needs to be presented to the courts, and everything needs to be thrown out. Donald Trump is going to continue to dominate this primary and will be the 47th president of the United States. Suck it, New World Order. Oh my God.
Okay. So I told you backstage what my theory and my opinion is, right? Well, was or whatever it is. Oh, is, I'm sorry, not was. Is okay. When guys, the audience, I was just like, man, what? And all this stuff went out, and I'm playing January 6 videos, and in my head, it's like the puzzle pieces are starting to like connect, because that's just how my mind works. But anyway, who are they? Who is Trump giving aid to? And can anybody answer that?
Nobody, because they want to blame MAGA for all the events of January 6, 2001. But it has been proven that Antifa and BLM were in that crowd as well, creating a ruckus.
So yeah, that's what my deal is that's what my theory is and guys, hold on, I'm gonna explain it to you. If they're able, have they, okay, Trigger, have they charged anybody with insurrectionists?
No,
That what they
no.
charge them with?
Trespassing.
Trespassing.
And how did they word it? Interrupting a judicial proceeding to move forward with counting the electorates, the delegates,
Mm-hmm.
the electoral college. Supposedly we interrupted that. You damn right we interrupted that because they cheated and we knew it.
Well, if Pence
Now,
wasn't going to do anything, I mean,
I gotta be careful.
I'm sorry.
I got to be careful over on YouTube because
Yeah.
I got destroyed on my last account because of that. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill.
Okay, well, check this out. Okay, so yeah, they haven't charged anybody yet with insurrectionists, right? Okay,
Right.
Okay, follow me here. So, in order for them to charge that the people that are political prisoners, or prisoners for that matter, if you want to say that, they have to charge who with insurrection? With who they have to charge with insurrection?
They would have to. Okay, repeat that again for me one more time.
If they want to charge the people that are being held prisoner with insurrection, who would they have to charge?
The person being held. The person being held within the DC gulag, the DC jail. Owen Schroyer from InfoWars.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced to 60 days in jail in DC. They threw him into solitary confinement several times. He spent 95% of his time in solitary confinement.
Mm-hmm.
He was never once charged with insurrection, just trespassing.
So, okay, so who would they have to charge with insurrection in order to charge everybody else with insurrection?
Donald Trump.
Okay, so if they charge Donald Trump with insurrection, being an insurrectionist or with insurrection, they would then charge everybody else with insurrection. Therefore, labeling MAGA an extreme, because what do we hear all the time? That MAGA crowd is an extreme organization. And you don't, and to be honest, you don't even have to be a right-leaning right-leaning person to think America first. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, my opinion, I mean, that's the way I think. I mean, because I work with people and I have in-laws that are, on the other side or centrist or whatever, and they want America to be first. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
So you take all that that's the problem. You take all that and now you deem whoever is against the establishment or order will be deemed an insurrectionist, an extremist, or domestic terrorist,
an enemy of the state, whatever they want to
Thank
put
you.
it, whatever word they want. Word salad. Let's use that. Whatever word salad they want to throw at the people, they're going to do exactly that. But they have no proof. They've never had any proof. They've never charged anybody with insurrection. They've only charged everybody with trespassing and interrupting judicial procedures.
Yes.
Weak. It's all weak. It needs to get thrown out. And with the way things are going for Donald Trump right now, we're going to have to continue to deal with all the court hearings and all the nonsense for the year of 2024. It's not going to stop.
Facts.
The only way it is going to stop, and the only way that those people who are locked up in the DC jail for insurrection but have never been charged with insurrection, the only way to get those people out of jail is to get up and go vote for Donald Trump. And I see it all the time. Here's another reason why I don't go on TikTok anymore. Because you talk about getting out there and doing your civic duty, voting for Donald Trump. Yeah, he's destroying everybody.
Yes.
Within the polls. There are places he's leading by 50 and 60% over Joe Biden. And he has said it himself. You cannot sit at home. Just because we're leading by 50, 60 points against our opposition, against Joe Biden, doesn't mean that you get to sit home. March down, cast your vote. And a lot of people are talking about a cheat happening again. Yeah, it might
Of
happen
course.
again, but they're
Yeah.
doing it right now because we're on to them with the ballots. We have been watching them. We knew what they did before. If we see it again, that is when the real trouble is going to start in this country. And they
Yes.
know that. So, Donald Trump knows that as well. The people
Mhm.
should know that. Get up and go vote and beat out that their ability to cheat and take everything from us. Show up and vote. That's all we can do. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to get those people out of jail and you want to clear their names, go vote.
Yeah. And Sweet says the fact the left doesn't see how ridiculous it looks claiming what is it? Claiming wanting that's what's best for America is an extremist view blows my mind.
It is mind blowing.
It
It
is.
is absolutely mind blowing. Kelly Thompson said there was no insurrection.
Thank you.
Erica, she's, yeah, I don't know if that's goal or praise but I like the
Yeah.
emoji. One of my
W.
favorite emojis. Erica, she's one of my favorite people. Kelly, one of my favorite people. Those are two of my original trigger guards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Welcome.
those are my peeps right there.
There you go.
And thank you ladies for showing up. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and basically the whole reason why the Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, from my studies and what I've gathered, was that the only reason why that was brought into the Constitution was because it was to keep the Confederate soldiers, officers, out of the White House. They didn't want anybody to, they didn't want any Confederate soldiers or officers. I'm sorry, they didn't want Confederate officers inside the White House because fear of backing the Civil War, because that's where it, you know what I mean. So, hello. Oh yeah, I guess Trigger will be back, but yeah. Hey, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, basically that's what it was for. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want any Confederate soldiers serving in the White House. That hence the term officers. Yeah, and Josh Blackman also was saying that the constitutional law professor, he was basically stating that's what it was for. That's and you can go on YouTube and you can find this dude, and he even had people that were also they would call, some would call, one person would call himself an originalist, the other person would call himself a progressive, but he was a historian, and he's like, even though I don't like Trump, it's it basically history, you have to look back in history and you have to see what's going on, and he's like basically agreeing, confirming what Black men saying is true. So yeah, guys, it's all it takes is a little bit of research and and stuff like that. Oh, I just saw your message, bro. I was like, where'd he go? Did he freeze up again? I'm like, oh shoot, they're on him.
You know what happened?
There you go. I got you. But yeah, I got some new comments. He's like, oh, okay, he left. Erica said he left. He had nothing to say.
I'm back.
Don, you good? Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I was very nervous, Erica. Very nervous. You know me.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it. That's what it was. It was to use. People are saying that to use a section of the article of an article that was 100 and something years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then have to it's basically nonsense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's something that he didn't even do.
Nope.
He's not even been charged with.
Never once been charged with it. Not once.
Wow.
Here's $83 million to E. Jean Carroll because we were making fun of your ugly ass, knowing that Donald Trump never did anything wrong to you. But hey, you know what? Here's 83 million. Hope she feels better. Hope it helps her sleep warm and toasty at night.
Yeah, the whole thing is just try to bankrupt Trump, bro. That's
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 it.
that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I'm s-
And
that's
if you're on X, you will see people saying things like donate don't do not donate to Donald Trump because all he's doing is using that to pay for his legal fees. Bitch, he doesn't need us to pay for anything for him. The guy is a billionaire.
yeah,
What's $83 million to him? A
yeah,
$1,600 mortgage payment every month? Okay,
exactly.
here you go. Bye. Um,
Yeah.
and he did lose a lot of money, but he's still a billionaire. He lost a lot of money as a president, but he's still a billionaire. Figure that
Hmm.
out.
Yeah,
So
and
he's not worried about it, and I will donate to his campaign, and I'm gonna buy a new MAGA hat just to twist it into the left because this year I'm ready to start a fight.
dude, yeah, I'm not. It's just my I'm like, dude, I'm like, for some reason, my mind is just like it's building for that too, and I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah,
It's got to be gloves off from here on because it's
exactly,
we're done. We're done. Well,
exactly.
I'm done fucking playing nice.
I'm tired of hearing it because it's all
Exactly.
bullshit. They
It
have
is.
not presented anything real or substantial. And a lot of people who are falling for this crap, they're gullible. They're gullible as hell. Unfortunately, that's the left. And I had this thought. Hell, okay, you know what? In my podcast and TikTok over on Twitter, wherever
Mm.
I'm doing this at, I'm gonna try and sound a little bit more compassionate and centrist and caring. Fuck that. I'm gonna I'm gonna tear into their asses. Fuck them all.
Yeah, well, that's what they need.
Yep.
A little bit tearing up because somebody's being soft in there.
Oh.
Oh shit! Did I say it out loud? Yeah, damn. Okay, so
We're
it
allowed to
says
do that.
it says overview of impeachment clause. The president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So, who was acquitted twice? Because they
Trump.
tried to get him out. Exactly.
Trump.
Because why? They didn't find any of this
No
treason.
evidence. No evidence.
None.
No treason, no high crimes and misdemeanors. All of that's going on over on the Biden White House.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it. We're seeing the proof of it. And I get mad at Congress right now because they keep talking about how they want to continue this resolution of impeachment. It's already too late. It's already too late. That should have been done years ago. Here we are in an election year. It's 2024. We're getting ready for the new president. We're getting ready for new congressmen and senators. Let's not waste time with impeachment against Biden. Even though all the proof is right there, it just needs to be used against him within the campaign. We don't need to use that for anything else other than removing him from office and putting Donald Trump back into office so that on day one, when he said that he was going to be a dictator, for one day only, he's going to close the borders, he's going to seal it up tighter than a tick's ass, and he's going to drill, 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 drill. What that's going to do is it's going to bring inflation down. It's going to bring the cost of energy down. It is going to make the world better. So, it got everybody laughing. Oh, Erica, you want me to run for office in 2028? You know what? I might do that. I just might do that. We got to spread the word for that one. But I'm not going to do it on TikTok. I'm going to do it on my podcast on YouTube and right here in the Liberty or Death podcast. Josh was there for a minute and then he disappeared. Hey, there it is.
Yo, did I miss something? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's
I'm being they want me to run for president.
I mean, you know what? You should. I mean, why shouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a great idea because we've all been saying that we're tired of career politicians.
Yes.
So why not bring in some redneck, blue collar working stuff and really shake things up? You think Donald Trump has hurt people's feelings? Put me in the White House. I swear to you, every head will explode.
Oh shit!
I would use clean language. Oh, I left my eyes out. I would use clean language. I would not be mean. I wouldn't say like things like libtard and leftist bag of shit and all.
Dang.
I'd be nice. I would be diplomatic, and once the cameras were off, it would be that.
Erica's like facts. That's funny.
The Carfax?
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Box.
But yeah, man, it's all BS because this is also another avenue too. Is the reason why they're changing all these meanings of stuff, and who do we know that does that stuff? Like I always said I'm constantly checking the dictionary because it's this word should mean this word, but it doesn't because now it means this. Like, no, it's this word. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
and it's crazy. It's crazy because I mean, who does that though? The establishment, the left. It's not bashing anybody. It's what it is. It's the truth.
Yep.
I mean that I say the establishment because it's a mixture of right and left.
It is.
It is.
It's the deep state, the cabal. We can call it all kinds of things. And a cabal, it's a legit word. It's a legit word, and it makes sense because it's an establishment of people who are in power, the elite. We know who they are. So that we can call it whatever we want to. A cabal, establishment, the deep state, an office full of ridiculous people that it would be. I don't know that I could ever run for office in Congress or in the Senate because I've seen videos and I've heard people say that it's a disgusting orgy is what it turns into. I don't want anything to do with that. That's not my thing.
No.
Because but I would be the type of guy to sit there and watch this and tell everybody that's gross. These people all got the herp. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but yeah, man, and it's guys, just audience out there, just do your research, man. We're not here to tell you how to think. Just do your own stuff, man. That's it.
We're just here to shine a light.
Yes, thank you.
That's all we if you get an education from anything that we're saying, it's because we read into everything. And now it's up to you to read further into what we're saying.
Yes. And if we're wrong, we're wrong, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I could be a man and say I'm wrong, man. I was wrong. Whatever.
I've been wrong before. I am not afraid to admit it because when I'm wrong, I've learned.
Exactly.
All that is just a learning experiment. U.S. House of Herp.
Oh shit, that's funny as heck.
Oh man, that's
Erica.
I gotta recover. You would adopt me as your mentor? I have no problem being your mentor. I would be happy to do that. You just call me up, and I will mentor you in anything that you want me to mentor you. We can read it together. I promise. We can FaceTime, because we both got iPhones, so we can FaceTime and we can go over all this stuff together.
Oh, there you go. There you go. 2028 double dot. There you go.
Double Don.
There you go.
I get the double D.
Yeah. So, guys out there, if you guys think if you guys think that Donald Trump's a dictator, oh, check this out. What does this say to you, Trick? Oh, besides oh, hold on, give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. No. Here you go. And then we'll end the show from there. Because we'll be there we go. Hold on. All right.
Erica, are you talking about Josh? This was the Josh. Or are you talking about Swede? They're both neat.
We're the guys that you love to hate or hate to love. Either one, you're gonna love us.
Absolutely. And you will not get it's an addiction. You will not be able to get enough of us.
Drawing you like fungus. Oh shit. Here we go. If you want to know what a dictator sounds like, low key dictator, because this is what they're doing in front of everybody's face. I don't want to call it low key, but I'm just saying low key because obviously people ain't freaking getting it up here. But anyway,
you don't need an AR-15. I am going to get assault weapons banned. I did it once. I'm going to do it again.
No, you ain't.
No social redeeming value. Deer aren't wearing Kevlar vests out there. What the hell you need a assault? No, I'm serious. And ban the number of bullets that go in a magazine. There's no need for any of that. I love my right-wing friends who talk about the tree of liberty is water with the blood of patriots. If you need to work about,
they edited that video.
You need some F-15s.
Hold on, pause it. Pause it.
Hold on, Trick. All right, I got you, bro.
That video is badly edited because before he said, "My friends on the right are saying that the tree of liberty has to be watered with the blood of patriots," the first thing he said was, "My friends on the right say that tyrants have to be watered with the blood." He literally said that. You can find it. I heard it today. Okay, continue.
I am going to get assault weapons banned. I did it.
So yeah, that's basically what a dictator sounds like. And you know what? This is him admitting, I know my administration sucks. I mean, this is the way I take it. This is the way I see it from my eyes and from my mind. It's like, I know my administration
100%.
sucks. You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. His administration is terrible. Nobody likes him. Even his own electorate doesn't like him. They want him out of the White House. They want him to drop out. Barack Obama. It's been said that Barack Obama is telling Joe Biden to resign, make room for somebody else. Who's that somebody else going to be? Is he
Big Mike?
Newsom? Big Mike. I watched the show last night, and this guy was in New York, and he was interviewing only black voters. He did not give a shit about the white people, the Mexican people, Asian people. It did not matter. He's in Brooklyn, and he was talking to a couple of people. He was like, "How would you feel about Michelle Obama running?" And several people, I think there was a total of 5 people that they were interviewing. 4 out of the 5 said that they would enjoy seeing that because it's fresh faces, but they're still going to vote for Trump. And only one lady said that she would vote, or no, I'm sorry, it was a man. One man said that he would vote for Michelle Obama solely based off the color of her skin. That was the only reason.
What?
Other than that, Brooklyn is Trump strong. I've seen other, I think it was one of the streaming news channels They were interviewing people from Brooklyn. The people from Brooklyn are telling Donald Trump, come and campaign here. We will protect you. You will be safe. You are wanted here. We welcome you. Brooklyn is voting for Trump this year. They do not want Biden. And that has everything to do with immigration, the economy, everything. You name it, Brooklyn hates it.
I actually saw a video that facts, by the way, because I actually seen a video, somebody on the streets interviewing people from Brooklyn. They said, what do you guys think about are you guys going to be voting for Trump? They say 100%. All of them say, tell Trump to come here. Tell Trump to come here. We got him because I
Chicago.
said so.
Chicago did
Yep.
that too. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep. I saw that one too. Chicago's doing the same thing. Trump is going to win in a landslide. So everything going on with the 14th Amendment, relax, chill.
Thank you.
When Donald Trump was disqualified from the primary ballot here in Colorado, I made sure to tell everybody, relax, just chill. Let things play out because the Colorado Supreme Court put a stay till January 4th on that ruling. January 5th, primary ballots were printed and set to be mailed out. When I get my primary ballot, I'm going to show everybody DJT. He's right there. Look, look, look. And even if they try to pull something, we're going to do a write-in, just like New Hampshire did with Biden. They all wrote his name on it because it was their right to have a primary. But going back to the dictator in chief, who says that the DNC doesn't want to have a primary, Joe Biden is their guy, and all these Democrats are going, no, Joe Biden is not our guy. That's a dictatorship.
And
Trump is 78 years old.
And you know what? They said state Supreme Court. I just got this a couple of days ago. It says state Supreme Court delivers unanimous decision on Donald Trump's case. So it says here, Maine's highest court refused on Wednesday to weigh in on whether embattled former President Donald Trump should stay on the ballot in the state before the U.S. Supreme Court decides a similar case in Colorado.
Yep.
Since you brought this up, because I wasn't going to share this, but until you brought it, I was like, you know what? I found this. So, like it says, on December 19th, Colorado became the first state to declare Trump ineligible for the White House under a constitutional clause that prevents insurrectionists from holding office. They didn't say what part of the article. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Those
are the things they're keeping from you.
Yes.
Those are the things they want to. And when you go back to the due process of the 14th Amendment, Trump is actually being denied his due process. He's not allowed to speak in court. He's not allowed to have a defense. He walked in like what they did to Alex Jones. Automatically, you're guilty. You can't defend yourself. You can't say this. You can't say that. So, Colorado is lovely. We got to get rid of the retards here. I mean, I shouldn't say that. That's messed up.
Oh, shoot.
We got to get rid of the idiots.
Yeah, we do. No, we do. I get that from my daughter, because I say retarded all the time because we are used to it. Trigger and I generation, we're used to it.
Yeah, I grew up. Okay. So I'm a heavy equipment mechanic. Let me give you a little bit of background on the word retard. I'm a heavy equipment mechanic. I grew up working on engines with my dad, V8s that had distributors. That was how you got your spark to each cylinder. You could advance it, or you could retard it. Advance, which taking your spark beyond top dead center a certain degree, 15 degrees after top dead center. That's advancing. If you want to retard it, like you have to do here at altitude, like we are here mile high, and actually in Colorado, where we are higher than the city of Denver, you have to retard it 15 degrees to 20 degrees before top dead center. That's retarding. Advance, retard. It's not, I mean, if we use it in a derogatory word like Joe Biden is fucking retarded, okay, you know what? That hurts. But retard is not a word that should be against the law. any word should not be against the law. Just because it hurts somebody's feelings doesn't mean that it has to be taken out of the lexicon. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
Everybody
Yeah.
needs to get over their feelings when it comes to words. And that goes back to what you were saying about how they're changing the definitions of things.
Yes.
You've heard of the Mandela effect, right?
Yep.
When you were a kid, I saw this movie. I know you saw this movie. I know a lot of people saw this movie. Shazam!
Oh, see, I saw a little bit of it. I fell asleep, to be honest with you, and then I can remember the end. Shaq coming out of the fire, whatever the case is.
It was a terrible movie. Sinbad, he's a funny comedian, but it was a terrible
Sinbad,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. But it also had Jonathan Taylor Thomas, which every teenage girl, and I'm sure Erica and Kelly can attest to this, and any woman that is in their 40s had a thing for Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Oh my God, he's so cute. I wanted to punch that kid in the head. But it was a legit movie. And then they're saying that it didn't happen. That's the Mandela effect. Now we're into DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay. Equity is a return on investment. It has nothing to do with being equal rights.
Yep.
In a couple of years, you're going to hear the left saying that equity was never a part of DEI. It was diversity, equality, and inclusion. Mark my words, it's going to happen. And it's going to be a Mandela effect because they're changing the meanings of words and nobody's picking up on that. Equity or equality? We've got equality. I'm sorry. We've got equality. It just depends on how bad you want to work for it.
Exactly. And it's a mindset. It's what it is. It's a mindset. And and that's what this just Josh Blackman, if you guys look him up in this article that that I showed you earlier, he states that it's a linguistic deal that's going on, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, the right to bear arms. You think that bearing arms, like the Second Amendment, we're gonna cut off bear arms. What I'm saying? It's just the way they talk back in the days. Like, and the framers, they were very careful how they word things too. It's like, dude,
words have meanings.
Exactly.
And those meanings are forever.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically what I'm trying to say here too is that Maine Secretary of State Shannon Bellows, a Democrat, appealed the state judge decision seeking input from Maine's highest court first, but with an unanimous decision on Wednesday, Maine Supreme Judicial Court dismissed Bellows' appeal, ruling that the Supreme Court should weigh in before she can decide whether she wants to withdraw, modify, or uphold her decision to keep Trump on the primary ballot.
She wants the SCOTUS to weigh in and not the state Supreme Court to weigh in? Is that what I heard?
No,
she wants the U.S. Supreme Court should weigh in. Okay, yeah.
No. Maine Supreme. It says here, Maine's Supreme Judicial Court dismissed Bellows' appeal, ruling that the U.S. Supreme Court should weigh in before she can decide.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I heard.
Okay, all right.
No, that's not how the judicial process works. It has to go through all of the steps, and it's a pain in the ass. It takes forever, but a lower court has to rule on it, and then it can be kicked up to the Supreme Court if the people can afford to continue to pay all of those court fees. Makes you wonder where they're getting all that money from.
Exactly.
We know where they're getting it from, George Soros. But that's the process. The Supreme Court cannot step over the lower courts because then it can be thrown out on the technicality. You have to go through all the steps in order for that judicial process to work. That's the sad part. The same thing happened in 2020 when Donald Trump was trying to present evidence into discovery within the lower courts, but the lower courts would not allow it in, citing that they don't decide elections. So they never allowed for discovery. And you got people on the left that are screaming at the top of their lungs, there's no evidence. No evidence was ever found. No, it was found. It was just never presented. we were not allowed discovery of this evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because of that, Supreme Court was not going to take it up because they said that they don't decide elections. So all of that just got screwed. After 2022, I told everybody, I was like, we need to focus. Stop living in the past, start focusing on the here and now and the future. And I don't know if it's working or not. I think it is, considering how dominant Trump has been in the polls and in the primary so far, the caucus and the primary. We'll see what happens this week in Nevada, and then after that, South Carolina. So, but I've got I got my prayers going out. I think we're gonna be okay though. I promise.
Yep. No, I agree, man. I just hope, there's a 2024 election, because a lot of stuff is popping off now as things with, the Houthi or whatever over there in Yemen and all that stuff. It's just, and then, uh, um you see like an Iran ambassador or somebody from Iran, oh, you're gonna know me. You're stupid if you don't know me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Like all this shit's gonna start. It's and that I hope there's a 2024, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I don't believe there's going to be, but I just hope and pray that there will be.
Based off of everything that's going on geopolitically, Ukraine, Russia, China, Iran, Israel, the list goes on. World War III is about to kick off, but I don't think that the Democrats have the power to use. I can't remember what it's called. I would have to look it up. But even during World War I, World War II, and Vietnam and the Iraq wars, and you can't even really consider Iraq and Afghanistan a war. They were more of a time of conflict because the last time that a declaration of war was made before Congress was back in the 40s. So it was all, the last couple of years have been nothing but conflict.
Yeah.
But even during World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, we still had presidential elections. We changed presidents. So I think the only time that we would not have a president is if there was an all-out civil war in the United States, which I don't see that happening. I really don't. There's a lot of people who talk tough and talk big, and they want to go and do this and go do that, but it's not going to happen. I really don't see that happening. So I'm not even worried about that at this point. If I see something that, they start hinting at that, then I'll start being worried and looking into that. But right now we will have presidential elections. So I think we're good on that.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this show up. But have you guys seen the trailers, the movies? Oh, hold on, give me a second.
I have
Yes,
seen that trailer. It's it looks good, but to me, that's just another divisive tool of the left.
Yes,
that's all that is.
Causing fear.
I don't think it's yeah, exactly. I don't think it's actually what it is. Like Amerigeddon. It's over on YouTube. You'll be able to watch that. It's a really cheesy made movie, but it had a good storyline.
Yeah. All right, guys. So all right. Before we end the show, because Trigger, we like to end the show with. All right, guys. So, anyway, yes, yeah, okay. So I was going to share my story with that. Hence the monkey, happy endings. Get it?
I do. I do.
Athletes like Kareem Abdul and Joan Shingang. I'm going to pronounce Shanga.
Is he reading in cursive?
And on transgender Americans.
President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where you going, Biden?
Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction.
I met a lone
I'm
came just
sorry,
he and
man.
I
What
and a simultaneous interpreter 68 times, 68 hours, 68 times, more than 68 hours.
Wow.
All right.
You strong like a
Say it
bull.
between, man.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We really appreciate it, and we love you. Thank you.
I might add, if I didn't, I'd be sleeping alone.
What the heck?
For Muslim athletes like Kareem and Joan Shingang, I'm going to pronounce Shanga Koala.
Spit it out, Jigger.
Americans, transgender American.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Oh, I
much. It's
appreciate
great to have
it.
you.
Oh shit, it's too, bro.
Oh man. You know what? Every time I said when he starts talking, I start thinking about this episode of The Simpsons where Bart went to the old folks' home, the retirement home, and was looking for his grandpa, and he comes across this old guy in a walker. He's like, "I'm looking for my grandpa. Have you seen my grandpa?" And he's like, "I haven't seen your grandpa, but can your grandpa do this?" And he starts doing this this weird dance. And every time I hear Joe Biden talk, I start thinking about that character from The Simpsons. And I would never, ever associate Abe Simpson, which is Grandpa Simpson, with Joe Biden because I liked Abe. Abe was great, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, you want to plug in your socials, Trigger?
Yeah, absolutely. You
There
can
you go.
find me over on YouTube, which is Trigger Warning _TV, Trigger Warning TV. You can find me on Instagram, which is The Walking Trigger Warning. You can find me over on X, which is Triggered You in 22, because I had to start everything over. I'm over on TikTok. Not as active over there anymore, but I'm still on there. That handle is I think that's The Walking Trigger Warning as well. Or no, Forever the Trigger. I'm sorry. I'm Forever the Trigger over on TikTok. The number 4, Ever the Trigger. Those are the places that you can find me.
Yeah, that's a call to action right there, guys. What Trigger just said. Yeah, call to action. Yeah, and also you can find him over here too.
The LOD podcast, baby. Oh,
There-
and I forgot. Don't
What's up?
forget the Trigger Warning podcast over on Spotify.
There you go.
Find me on Spotify.
There you go.
Spotify granted me 12 hours of recording time. So I'm no longer doing 30 minutes. I
12?
can do up to 12 hours. I'm not gonna talk for 12 hours, but they granted me that much time.
Wow.
So the Trigger Warning podcast
That's
over
amazing.
on Spotify. Come on over there. I'm going to have some great stuff from Simona Mangiante Papadopoulos. She gave me the information directly. I felt pretty honored about that. She said that I could use it on my podcast. So I'm going to get down and dirty tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, go check his podcast out because he also brought up another Trigger real quick. You're gonna hear it from me personally. I know we gotta go, but real quick, it's funny that you said something that I told my wife, and I told her, I said we should never, as the United States of America, our government shouldn't be lawyers.
Exactly.
I found your podcast on Spotify. I was like, oh, what's this? I didn't know you had a Spotify. I listened to that exact same thing, and that exact same day I said the same thing.
Yep.
I found your podcast, and I was like, whoa, I agree with you.
Yep. It's legit stuff. And if I could ever go to Philadelphia and go into the halls where the original document of the Constitution of the United States is laid out with the handwriting of our founding fathers, I'm going to ask them, I'm going to request they turn it to the 13th Amendment. I'm going to read it in its entirety, and I will film it and take pictures of it. They can't stop me because that's my document. Sorry. And it is the people's document, so that will be going out to the people as well. But from what I understand, there's only 2 copies that have the original context of the 13th Amendment in it. And it states clearly the lawyers cannot be politicians. They cannot be representatives because they know loopholes in laws. That's what they do for a living. And we have got to push that button even harder. And I want to, but I've got to find more information on it so that I can really drive that nail home. That's what I'm trying to do.
Dang right, brother. Dang right. But guys, you know where his socials are. You can find me Instagram, TikTok, Liberty or Death podcast, etc., etc. I ain't whatever. And here on YouTube, if they don't ban me after this video, whatever. But also
We're
follow
good.
me on Rumble too. Yo, like, share, and subscribe, guys. We and also comment because we actually want to know what you guys are thinking, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't matter. I mean, tell us to go F off. I don't care.
Critique
Whatever. We
is
don't.
always a wonderful, wonderful compliment. I love to be critiqued.
There you go. So yeah. Until then, we're gonna pick out another topic. Probably see us in a couple weeks. I'll get with you, Trigger, about it. So
sounds good.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, say that again, Trick.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right.